Hello there everyone and welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War. We had some problem last video that it became copyrighted, or the music became copyrighted, which is a known issue, or was a known issue. I don't think it's an issue anymore, but it was an issue that was the developers were aware of, and it wasn't how should I say, sanctioned by them, so it was an unlawful, not unlawful maybe, but it was not intended to have the music copyrighted, but for some reason YouTube thought that, and it seems to have happened to quite a few people who posted on YouTube, enough so that the developer went ahead and made a post on Steam about it, to the point where in one of the updates they actually removed the music, but they put it back, and unfortunately I got hit with it for episode 7, and I have submitted a counterclaim. So right now, unless the guys that made the claim go ahead and pursue this further by January the 1st, that everything should be clear, and I will be getting the ad revenue from it, as well as you know, relieving a bit of stress maybe, because when you go ahead and send a counterclaim, it's very harshly worded, as in sort of if you falsely, you know, counterclaim or sort of refute this claim that has been made, you are liable to have your entire channel deleted. So when you read that, you go, whoa, okay, what to do now? So, but anyways, hopefully that should be fixed. Another problem, which I think might be more serious now, of course, having my entire channel completely deleted is obviously serious, but I don't think we will come to that. But another problem is that in some confusion I seem to have lost my recordings of the Battle of Shiloh, so I don't have that, and also I completely lost, I don't have, well, I completely lost, I never had a save, I never had as like a backup save, so I could go back and redo it. So my first plan was to do it from the historical campaign, but I think the important thing, or the fun thing in the campaign, is really follow the progression of your units and, you know, the division and so on. So the guys that I've mentioned here. Now I don't know, I probably should have checked what was new and so on. Second Corps is probably a bit new, that after, this must have been after Shiloh, that I was able to afford to set this in. However, as you can see, it's, I mean, I haven't really touched it more than I have recruited it. And then we even have a third corps, but I haven't touched that because I don't have the money. I don't, it's a bit sort of, I don't know when you're supposed to have all the money to do all of this, given the amount of troops that die and so on. The main thing I disliked about losing Shiloh was maybe the first part, and so wasn't that fun, but the last part, when you're supposed to attack in the end, because that was very hard, and some of my units lost a lot of men, but we did a very like slow, methodical advance when we got into firing range, and it took some time, but we finally broke through the Union lines and we managed to capture it, and it was such a like, yes, we turned this around. As a part of winning Shiloh completely, I've got this unit, Forest, which is a fully upgraded cavalry unit, which is focused on, it has a lot of focus there on charge, so it has a lot of melee power, morale. As you can see, it's got 100 points there in melee. Same with morale. Effectiveness is 90, so it's a really good unit. and then a lot of these others have been upgraded as well. And I'm thinking next would probably be to upgrade the weapon, so switch out the Springfields for something else, and then second corps can have the Springfields. And also, yeah, first division within first corps has gotten an extra slot, so now there's 5 units within this one instead of earlier where there only was 4 like the rest of them. And to begin with, it was actually Forest that was in there, but I'm placing 3rd Division as the light division. So we have Daring, but then we have Forester, and we have Parrot, which would comprise the 2 units to make it a light division, as it were. And Parrot, I've gone ahead and switched his weapons. When I have more money after next one, we'll go ahead and change that. For the career, this is what it looks like right now. I can't exactly remember what points I put in, since there was such a problem with that. I haven't really gone back to touching this since. But yeah. Anyways, I think we'll go ahead and go right into it. So for this main one, it gains mills. Gains mill is it, is the main battle here, where General McClellan's invasion army raids our land near Richmond. Instead of using our force to defend, we will concentrate them for an assault towards the right flank of the Union Army. Our purpose is to gain tactical superiority and force the Yankees to withdraw from the peninsula. We must not lose this battle, or else the Union will get the upper hand and reach the gates of Richmond. And then we have 3 smaller battles here, and we'll start with, I don't know, let's start with this one, so we'll go through it like this. So, Port Republic. Your operation at the Valley have forced the Federals to mobilize a significant force at the area. Delaying their offensive plans against our capital. A second Union column under General Shield is marching to Port Republic. We must attack and destroy the Union force. This will be the last battle at the area. In the area, should be. At the area. Defeat the Federals to force their retreat from the Valley. Then you'll be free to move your forces and support the defense of Richmond. Wait, is it done in this way then? Or I'm guessing the Valley is... You know what? I said we were going to do this. So let's do Port Republic first off. So, you might have noticed a bit of a cut, and that's because I managed to, in my setup process, to remove my cart. My supply cart, and I've no idea how to put it back, so I went ahead and I restarted this. So we're gonna put in first corps. We're only gonna be using 9 brigades though, but it says here that I have a total of 15, so I'm not entirely sure. First corps. Rosser. Who's that? That's... Ah, yes, that's the cart. So these are the ones that I will be able to use then. Well, this is my entire... No, this is just my entire corps. That's one. Right. But we'll only be able to use 9. Anyways, let's go ahead and start this. Our Yankee Brigade has been spotted taking position at this area. It must be the vanguard of General Shield's division. Currently, you have only 1 brigade available, but there are more units coming from Cross Keys. They are marching to support the attack and soon will join you. Our scouts report that the main force is strung out along a muddy road and is not expected to arrive soon. Advance your brigade and attack the vanguard before the rest of the Federal troops arrive. So I removed these 2. Because I wanted to put in units of the what I call my light division. So my plan is the daring will advance along this road towards this position, while the cavalry will go and scout from the forest. And hopefully they'll be able to stay in cover there and look across this area, because I imagine they've probably strung something out along here as well as in the forest. And they might have something along here as well. I don't they say they have one brigade, so hopefully we'll try to strike as fast as possible. And yeah, you know what? Let's start this. And let's give the orders. Daring, I want you to advance along the road. Like so. Cavalry, you will go down here. Then you will cross the bridge. We'll go behind here and set up in the forest. Jebediah Longtree. Okay, we'll move them later. Right, the most important units are on the move. The supply cart. Oh crap, did I? That was not my intention to give you a new order. There, Rossa. It's supposed to go there. And Jebediah will follow. And so we'll have them there. Not crossing the river until we know what's going on. So the cavalry is now moving. We can see a little bit here, but we haven't been able to spot the enemy just yet. There's no good advantage point. Sometimes there's an advantage point where you can set up sort of a scouting point. Jebediah Longtree has now been spotted by enemy artillery, and he will move. We will detach skirmishers. Skirmishers that will advance as such. Okay, there we have the enemy brigade. Carroll. So there's no way we're gonna move the cavalry across there. Then we have the cannons over here. The cavalry will now... Oh, not like that. You will go across. You will be moving down through this road. Skirmishers are advancing. We do have cannons somewhere over here. Oh, we got enemy skirmishers. And I think that's a proper skirmishing unit. And not a detached one. Daring skirmishers will move into that field to protect themselves. And that there was 2,000, I believe, in that brigade, so that's quite a lot. But maybe the cavalry can aid in the attack over there. Jebediah needs to move up. The supplies will stay back here for now. Okay, the enemy is withdrawing the units from this area, but we'll need him to keep this area, because otherwise... Oh, there they are. I want you to form line and march to engage this enemy. Right, they're firing on Daring. Daring is firing back. Gives the cavalry time to move up. Daring has killed 12, he's lost 26. Come on, fire. No? Why do you not want to fire? Well, we sort of gained an advantage on them, since they decided to attack forest instead. He's losing men, but this gave us a little bit of an advantage. We could push against them. We could fire. Ah, here comes the rest. Nice, here comes the rest of my men. Now we need to send these guys straight into the struggle. We got the rest of... wait, what's that? Ah, that was Daring skirmishers. So we got... It's all brigades. And we'll have them advance just like such. Go directly towards the front. Boom. Let's see, can I possibly advance towards the cannons if I go through the forest here? And then the cavalry will come. Oh, we've got... Nope. You'll be going back immediately. Daring is under heavy fire. The cavalry probably not so useful there anymore, since we've got Tyler's brigade turning up. We need. Okay, we got our artillery churning up, and they will be positioned right across here, because I believe, and rightly so I think, that most of the enemy reinforcement will be coming down these roads, so we need to protect them, or protect this attack route by putting troops as such. Right. I think this one is free to move out. Kemper will be moving there, and then Early, Duran and Mercy will be coming through here, and that will undoubtedly push Carroll away. And now Daring gets his skirmishers turning up as well. Greg is set up in the forest. Greg will detach skirmishers to move and see what's going on here. Okay, we got enemy skirmishers in the forest. They could be a nice target for my cavalry. Artillery is setting up. McCabe is under fire. We'll put up this. And these troops are coming in to flank Carroll, which is in much need. Oh, look at that. Let's see if we can capture. I do love capturing supplies. Let's see if they can capture those. Greg's skirmishers charge out, and they capture the supplies. March up. Gain ground on Carroll and push him out of there. Plus Kemper needs to move up a bit to set up so that we could possibly okay, Greg, your skirmishers will move over there, and Greg will advance, and then we'll see about the cavalry. It's probably not that well to charge through the forest, but we'll do it. Carroll is now under heavy fire and most likely won't hold for very much longer. The cavalry and the skirmishers are engaged, and the enemy skirmishers have been captured. Good on you, Forrester. Now move back. Right, Carroll is moving off. That means that these can start to advance. And that also opens up our attack on Robinson's artillery. We'll have these guys coming in from the flank, and then you will advance. Greg, you will advance, and your skirmishers will advance as well. The point has been captured. Robinson's artillery is under heavy fire, and they are routing. And look at, you know what? We've got a nice hill here where we can look down upon the enemy. Oh, look at that! The enemy brings up troops behind us. That's not very nice, not very nice at all. We need to dispatch units to deal with these cannons immediately. At the same time, we're pushing away these guys away. Okay, I need to detach Early and Göran. Early will go to the crossing there. Göran will move over there. Cavalry will move to hold them right there, and we need these skirmishers to scally off the field. So right now, I don't think we're gonna need the cannons in the position they are right now. So one of the Campbell will move over here, and Paxton will move over there. The captured supplies will be in the middle together with our own supplies, and Jebediah Longtree will be there as well. So now we've got 2 units. Daring and Mercy will hold this, and I think we will detach. Camper is firing, so McCabe will also move. And you know what, Cabe and Bruce. And then Camper will hold this position on his own. Greg will need to be holding this in case something turns up over here. And we're holding this just nice and fine. We might want to switch position here on some of the units. Kemper is doing fine. Artillery is setting up. Cavalry is hopefully threatening these guys to sort of have them not. Right, Göran, you must stop them from crossing the bridge. Forrest needs to move away because otherwise he will get shot. And Göran is getting flanked. Oh, his morale did take a heavy hit there because he wasn't able to return fire in good order. Like, who are we sending? We're sending McCabe over to help early, and then Bruce will come to aid Göran and take the frontal attack route. If they cross the bridge, Göran will fire. He has cannon support, and hopefully the cannons will open fire pretty soon. Early is not in a good position, whereas out in the open with the enemy just across. But I don't want to pull back until McCabe is coming in a position right here to stop the enemy from actually crossing. Mercy is not doing so well. It's heavy forest down here, so we'll pull back a bit and hope that the enemy will try to come across or march up the hill. Okay, the enemy is pushing back, but this might be a ruse. Are they they're charging uphill as Mercy is pulling back? Tyler's coming as well, so McCabe needs to hold here for a while just to make sure that we are in control. There's a skirmish unit here which is ample target for the cavalry, so they'll move. Campbell is turning to face Carroll. McCabe will march up, and we can help break this guy and completely push him off. Early is taking heavy casualties, so he will fall back immediately. Daring skirmishers will go back into the mother unit. Bruce, I want you to hold, and Göran, I want you to hold. Göran taking heavy casualties here. Bruce, you will have to advance. Okay, we need something. McCabe, immediately start marching here because this guy is crossing early. Oof, you took a lot of casualties. You need to be up there in a defensive position. Right now we're taking a lot of casualties for a number of units here. Carroll doesn't seem to be doing that well, so we'll push up. Ah, crap, I forgot to check my cavalry. Damn. Damn. Carroll was pushed off. Tyler is still a threat in this area. McCabe is now ready to cover the river crossing together with Early from a... Oh, look at that. We can push across the river then. Damn. Cavalry, you will move this way. Greg, if you leave your skirmishers, Greg can go ahead and help Kemper, and maybe we can defeat what's back here. McCabe is now in a fight, and his officer, Lieutenant Daryl Siegfried, has been killed. Early, you will advance to aid. Right, right now, they're leaving the cannons open for my attack. Early is advancing, McCabe is advancing. Daring. Göran will push towards the flank of these, and Bruce will go directly on towards the cannons. If we put down enough here, Göran's taking casualties as he's being flanked. Bruce is advancing. The cannons are slow to respond. Charge will leave the horsemen behind for a bit until Julia Toon is I can't even remember who's in charge of, or who Julia Toon is in charge of. Right, now we got oh, I was gonna say we got a complete rout going on here, but not just yet. But soon, ish, we've got a rout going on. We're pushing them back. The cannons are being captured. We're gonna see about, yeah, let's go ahead and charge. We need Jebediah up there to aid. What's going on here? Greg is in a bad position. I keep forgetting to check back on the units there. Okay, the horseman has completely taken on those. Let's go ahead and charge over there, and Bruce will be free to move. But one of the cannon units have been completely taken over. Göran's still in the fight, but he's trying to move away. Milroy and the horsemen have taken that over. Boom, Bruce move, early move. This can still turn to our advantage. Oh crap, Kemper, what are you doing that close? Daring, move even closer. Mercy, move closer. Where do we have Greg? Greg, can you move? Can you move like this, maybe? Clearly there's no more units coming, so his skirmishers can move up as well. Göran did not do well in this. Early is turning around. Holy crap, Forrester killed 630 men, but he lost half his unit. Yeah, we're turning this around now. It's a shame Göran is all the way back here. Probably won't have time to join. Let's see, who will lead the charge? Mercy is in the side here, so let them lead the charge. We're about to give them another volley though, so let's go ahead and do that. And then after that, charge, charge, charge. Greg, halt. And then march up. Tyler is being pushed away. Up here, Bruce, Early, McCabe. And now Göran's coming to join. We took their cannons, and hopefully that will bring in quite some good heavy artillery. We are finished, but we can push further. And right now we're winning. So we might as well continue until the enemy is completely broken. Milroy is not long for this world. And here comes the cavalry. Ooh, look at that. It just keep rolling in. Oh, and we captured the unit. Although a heavy loss for Forrest again. Well, he lost 25 men. 20. Ah, what? Fremont just passing by was enough to. Göran, you need to find an area where you can fire from. But I guess that was okay. The Forrest has killed 800 men, losing 175. The enemy general is now gone. The enemy has nowhere to go. Right, let's push these bastards away. And what's going on down here? I forgot to check Greg once again. Poor old Greg. Daring. Yeah, it's time to end this. It's time to end this. But I want to see what's going on out here. If we could capture these guys, possibly. Because we need those prisoners. Nope. Okay. Well, we're finished then. Right, we lost way too much infantry in this one. I guess because I haven't played in a while. Possibly. I did, however, have more men than the enemy. But they had more cannons. But I took almost all their cannons. But 3,000 infantry was not a good. I probably, yeah, we lost 2 generals dead, or 2 lieutenant colonels, and 1 colonel wounded. And captured 12 Napoleons, 3,000 supplies. We took back some of the weapons the cavalry lost. Got some Springfields. We captured some Springfield 1855. So that's good. And we were rewarded. So Göran, that was the one that was Braxton Bragg. I don't think we're gonna put a guy like that in charge, but we're gonna put something in the middle like a colonel, I believe. And same for McCabe. Put a colonel in charge. And we'll put these back at 300. They did well, but yes, I probably need to be a little bit more careful where I put them. And we need to put these guys up at... Okay, at this rate I will not be able to fully restock. So a few here have to take raw recruits. Right, anyways, we did sort of well here. we did get some new cannons, so we've got 12 in the armory, which means that this we can actually equip this with 12-pound Napoleons as well. So that's good. That's good. What else kind of guns? Wait, that means that all my, or at least first corps, all has 12-pounders. What else do I have in my armory? We have 10-pounder parrots, 3 of them. These ordnance that could be moved to second corps. We have. You could take up these ordnance. They have very long range. But the question is if I'm gonna use them. So that's I get another point here. Maybe we would put that in. Maybe economy actually. Discount. Is it politics that gives golds? Yeah, golden recruits. Maybe that's better than the discount. I'm not sure which is best, that or the discount. The discount is, you know what? They're probably similar. But this will give me. Well, anyways, without dragging this on too much, hope you enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.